Hi, this is George with John L. Scott Real Estate, and today I'm going to share with you a nuance within the financing addendum of a purchase and sale agreement that many people I don't think is in there, and it doesn't come up very often, but it did just recently in a transaction that we were a part of, and so I thought it would be worthwhile highlighting. So I'm going to show you share a screen here, and I'm going to show you the financing addendum, and I'm just going to walk you through this addendum. So just in short, the financing addendum is an addendum that we include in any purchase and sale agreement when a buyer is making their sale condition upon them getting a loan. And so we would mark in paragraph 1A the type of loan that you're going to be attempting to make application to get, and also spells out the type of down payment that you plan on putting down as a part of the application process. And this is important information that this is accurate, and this is how the seller can therefore choose one offer or another, for example, based on the type of financing and the strength of the buyer versus maybe another buyer they're considering. But the point of today's video is the waiver of the financing contingency. Obviously, as a buyer, you want to keep your financing contingency in place as long as you can. It protects your earnest money and gives you the time that you need in order to get and secure financing to be able to buy whatever property you're trying to buy. This waiver of financing contingency, it reads this way. If a buyer, one, fails to make application for financing for the property within the agreed upon time, so your financing contingency is waived unless you make proper application for the loan within the agreed upon time within the purchase and sale agreement. Number two, changes the type of loan at any time without seller's prior written consent. So if you're pursuing a path with a particular lender, you run into some sort of hiccup or issue with that lender, you have to get seller's written consent in order to change lenders. And number three, changes lender without seller's prior written consent after the agreed upon time for applying for financing expires. Then the financing contingency shall be deemed waived. So this came up in a transaction where the buyer was trying to get financing on a particular type of property, and they ran into some sort of struggles or issues. And then they changed lenders partway through. They did not notify us. We were representing the seller in this case. Their broker did not reach out and ask for consent to change lenders. And so on day 21, when we reached out in regards to paragraph 2, in regards to seller's notice to perform, we reached out for a loan update from the lender whom they had originally stated they were planning on using and made application. The lender informed us that they had not been processing the loan and we're not attempting to help the buyer with financing. It was only then that we realized that buyer had changed lenders without knowledge or any consent from the seller side. So this is an important detail. In this particular case, the buyer ended up waiving their financing contingency because they did not follow the proper protocol for changing lenders. So anyways, just thought that was an interesting thing. It's not something you see every day, as I mentioned earlier, but it is in there. And if you do run into any kind of circumstances where a lender change is necessary, in most cases, most sellers are more than happy to give you permission to change lenders as long as you're making faith effort in order to buy the home. But stuff happens. People know that. Most sellers know that. And as long as you're pursuing purchase and making an effort to purchase the home from them, my experience is most sellers are more than happy to help facilitate more time and a lender change to be able to help facilitate a closing. So if you have any other questions about the purchase process, how we can represent you in a transaction, obviously I'd love to chat with you further. My cell phone is the best place to reach me. It's 206-949-3793. And feel free to call or text and we can chat. Thanks. We'll talk to you then.